Well, I think one answer is because we're here. I've lived here since 1999, all but about 20 months. So this year is really the 18th year in the triangle. And when you look at the triangle, every category, every year, top five, top three, number one, place for businesses, place for young couples, place for singles, retirees. It's booming. The county, Wake County alone, grows 30 plus thousand a year. And I always think that look at things from I'll say a spiritual view, and that what you see happening in the physical often is representing something bigger and beyond. And so when you see people gathering in a place, here in the Triangle, you have people from all over the world, all over this country, different nationalities, cultures, beliefs, all coming together, and it makes this place great. And I think that's what Evoke is. It's a place where people from all over the world, all over the country, different backgrounds, faiths, different views, politically, socially, whatever it might be, we all will come together for a purpose, and that's to make a positive impact in each other's life, in the life of this community, and ultimately the world. I think it really speaks to the best things in life. And what I mean is that life is good and bad, and experiences, moments, they evoke something in us, an emotion, a positive, a negative. But when something happens with us, to us, that evokes something, it really comes from the inside, the essence of our being. And we want to be about real life and living that life, the good and the bad together in a way that fulfills. I don't want to be over the top and say fulfills a purpose, but it truly makes us live a full life through all those events. And we believe that what's happening right now is a time where we individually are being evoked to step out and do something that hasn't been done before, and to see what, when we gather together in this place, in the triangle, with the people that are gathering here, that something is going to be evoked in us different than what we've experienced in the past. I think the answer is really everyone. I think so many times people look at an entity like Evoke and would say, okay, I am of this religious background, or I am of this ethnic group, or I don't look like them or sound like them. Or, this is a place where it doesn't matter, your background, your nationality. It doesn't matter your culture. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or you don't. It doesn't matter what faith group you're identify with. This is a place where you are welcome. Everyone is welcome. We all are imperfect and have our own issues, and we just believe that when we come together, that something is going to be evoked in us that's going to take us to a different place than we've been before, and we're going to experience life in a different way, and we're going to help each other and help our community. And so, everyone should be part of this, and there's no qualification. There's no anything you have to be before you walk in the door. And really, it's not just walking in a door of a building, a location. It's being in relationship and meeting people where they are, anywhere in the community. Well, one, individually. Everything starts with an individual, and it's about authentic relationships. We're not perfect. We don't claim to be or ever will be, but we're just going to live in the realness of life, and that's the good and bad. And we are always going to strive to treat others as we want to be treated, and to also take care of those, help those that are in need. So when someone comes to Evoke, for every person that comes in the door, we will give money in their name to a local charity and a global charity. It could be national, maybe global, international, but money will go to both of those for every single person that walks through that door from day one. And so, that's a part of our DNA, and that's about giving back and making a difference in the world. Because see, a lot of people talk, but talk's cheap. It matters when you do something. So, you might say, well, where does that money go? We're not talking about giving money to religious organizations. We're talking about giving money to entities that are feeding the hungry, providing water to the thirsty, visiting those in prison, those that are cold, clothing them, shelter. We're talking about giving to those entities that are making a positive impact in the world, that are actually being evoked to do something to make a real difference. Not just talk, but action. Well, why not now? We've all had our life experiences that have brought us to this time. And I think over the last year, in earnest, we've been talking amongst ourselves, and we just feel that this is the season, that what better time than now to make a difference in our lives and the lives of those we love in our community. And we want to be a positive influence. I was having a conversation with someone this week about people that may be in need. And if we don't do it, if we don't take action, if we don't take faith and move it to works, then what good is it? It's not going to get done. It's not going to happen. So I think there's never a better time than the present. And it's time.